Word on the street is if you want to be competitive in esports, you're going to need the fastest CPU, the biggest GPU, and apparently a mouse that almost isn't there. Seriously though, is drilling holes in these things to make them lighter necessary? Were mice historically heavy and cumbersome to slide around, or is that just what gamers told people to explain their significantly larger right arm? Either way, I promised one of my viewers I'd review this thing, which many others already have, but what does this middle-aged noob think about the glorious Model O, and esports mice in general? Bottom line up front, I am not a fan, but I'm not a fan for all the reasons real gamers will actually love this thing. Glorious describes their mouse as built for speed, control, and comfort with optimal weight and high durability, ideal for medium and large hands. I'm not sure by what measure, but I do feel attacked by that. Their ultra-flexible cable is so light it produces drag-free use. The ultimate wired mouse with wireless gaming feel. Is mouse cord drag a thing? Lots of wind resistance when whipping around for those 360 no-scopes in Call of Duty?
All jokes aside, this mouse cord is super soft and flexible. It's like shoestring. And that definitely goes in the plus column. I'll be comparing the Model O to my go-to gaming piece, the EVGA X20, which incidentally has an annoyingly stiff cable, but can be made wireless when necessary. I used the Model O for a couple of weeks for both general use and gaming, and as advertised, it is extremely lightweight, really well balanced, very minimalistic. The buttons don't protrude very much, they react quickly. The scroll wheel is super soft and smooth, much quieter than the EVGA's, although the scroll wheel lacks that left-right tilt to scroll feature that some mice have, and that's really handy for general use, like on spreadsheets. I also compared them both using the SteelSeries 3D aiming software, which is really cool. It's a totally free download, link below, check it out. It's a great tool to test out your mouse under many conditions. Honestly, this is something every brick and mortar store should have so you can test out the feel before you buy. With the software, I tested click speed, tracking, and strafing, and much to my chagrin, I scored slightly better with the glorious Model O. But that's where the plus column ends, at least for me. Firstly, there's the weight, or lack thereof it. Turns out I actually prefer a heftier mouse. My primary game is Gray Zone Warfare, and it's not a fast-paced run-and-gun shooter. And when I'm creeping through the jungle, taking aim at an enemy, I want to feel something solid in my hand. It took me a whole day to adjust to the Model O. It flicked around too easily. I accidentally fired the gun a whole bunch of times. Felt flimsy. I got used to it eventually, but overall I just didn't like the feel. My other sticking point was the resting angle. It was my favorite thing about the X20 when I reviewed it initially because while yes, I did perform slightly better in the 3D aiming test with the Model O, I did feel a noticeable strain in my arm holding my hand that way after just a few minutes of rapid play. But if you're already used to holding your mouse in that orientation, I'm sure it's not going to bother you, you won't notice. So overall, it would appear the glorious Model O does deliver on its promise to be a fast and nimble esports mouse. It's well made. I can't speak to the durability, but I don't see a lot of people online complaining about that. The software that comes with it that you can download, it's effective, not super impressive. So while it's not my cup of tea for my kind of gaming, if this is the kind of thing you're looking for, I'd say it'd be a solid purchase, especially at this price point. I legitimately think it's a little weird that a couple grams of difference between mice makes some kind of massive difference while gaming. Like, yes, that is a little heavier, but not so heavy that I need to work out more. If we wanted to go really lightweight, why wouldn't somebody have produced some kind of wearable, lightweight device, like something like the little glove apparatus from Minority Report? You know, you just wear it on your hand, maybe the mat has some kind of sensors in it, and you can just move around, click your fingers. Like, that seems like something that would be more e-sporty. I mean, any kind of tactical glove thing is, ooh, there we go. Right? Yeah, just a thought. Thanks for tuning in. If you have one of these and have any feedback for me or the other viewers, please leave a comment below. I'll see you in the next one.